Hey guys, Dale here, back with some more RimWorld, and it's a little messy, but we got the Riverview Tavern and Inn finished. We've been working on our little nautical nook slash thunder docks area. We're going to be storing dried fish here. We're storing all the fish that we've been collecting from various fish traps around the base. How many do we have up? We just have 8 up. No one's been really doing any fishing, but we haven't had to dip into the fish for eating. So we will keep fish here, dried fish here. We'll build the docks. We're also working on a boat. And then we'll use some of the props in our furniture menu. Where's the furniture menu? It's way up here. There are nautical props, so we'll see what from here and what other props make sense to kind of like put around the dock. Little detour. I painted the bridge just because it looked really strange being all limestone. So I think that is doing all right. We're in the middle of cold snap, and excuse me, my voice is getting really, really froggy. Okay, cleared my throat. We are gonna bring these these braziers, closer to the fountain. It's just like really dark around the fountain, and I figured we'd kind of like extend the look of the fountain by putting some tiling around it. We're doing the same up here, except I am not so sure about this. I feel like, if we're role playing, that this is going to be a focusing object for the Eye of the Storm to kind of like recreate the storm that the Lich Princess Arya, or Lich Queen, I guess now, kind of like stole from us. I think it would make sense to put it in Starfall Spire next to the Eye of the Storm. And if you imagine this being like a huge mage tower, just kind of like in the middle of the upper city, it kind of gives it more of like a little more gravity on it being like this big focusing object. So I think we want to move the reliquary. So we're going to just deconstruct that. We'll also deconstruct this guy. And what we'll do is we'll move the reliquary like just a little forward, and we'll put that behind it. Let's take a look here. Planning. So that's the middle. So if we stick it like right there, then that kind of has our little focus object right in the middle of the spire, and I feel like that just makes a little bit more sense. And if we're gonna do that, I kind of want to redo. I think I want to redo this whole little area. Let's grab these, deconstruct those, and I think what we'll do is we'll like put this about in the middle of this area. I feel like that is pretty close to the middle, maybe one more up. And then we will kind of make this a big fountain area. For roads in the city, I've decided that instead of having like marble roads up here and limestone roads down here and a different kind of road down here, I think that's going to make it look really disconnected and strange. So we're just going to go for the broken asphalt roads just throughout. It'll give it like an old timey feel. It's what I used for the blueprints build of a medieval village. And I think we might even take it through these gate areas. So it looks like it's actual just road going through these various gates. That's the plan right now. The thing that I don't want to deal with is that we have a chunk of gray flesh. This is the last chunk of gray flesh. I analyzed the other one off screen. I guess we'll go ahead and analyze this one. Findo, you're a healer. Let's have you do it. Analyze the gray flesh sample. And then I have no idea who to start with. I guess the most recent recruit is Rayan. And so I guess we'll do him. And then we will... Oh, we need to name the ship. We'll confirm that for now. And then if you guys have good ideas for what to name this little cog, actually, why don't you board it? And then let's give it like a little spin, just so you guys can see what it looks like. I don't know if I'll be able to get it back into the dock. So there we go. Can we get you back into port? We can. Okay. Yeah, sure, that's fine. Turn it off and go ahead and unload. I guess we'll unforbid this ship. We'll just kind of work on them one at a time. So I am concerned that we are going to have like 57 metal horrors again. So what I think I'm going to do is once we're ready to do our surgical inspection on Ray, I'll probably gather everyone up, except maybe the children. We'll put the children like in the inn. We'll have half the colony in the hospital, half of them here. We'll turn off fire so that no one takes like an arrow to the knee or anything. And we'll have our melee pawns set on search and destroy. So, you know, if like 3 of them spawn in the hospital and 5 of them spawn out here, at least we're all together. If it's not Ray, this is going to be a very tedious exercise that we will continue to do. And I have no other plan other than just going through them one at a time. So Sir Fordo will be next. Okay, analysis is complete. Okay, I guess why not? Why not now? Or not why not now? Why not like what other time? What other time would we take? Let's go ahead and let me just grab like half of them at a time. Genevieve is carrying a baby. Just guys, go ahead and drop babies. You drop that baby. And then the last bit of the colony is you guys. Sadie, are you carrying a baby? You are carrying a baby. Drop the baby. Okay. Well, everyone's heading to where they need to be headed. I'll get them all sorted out and we will start ruling people out. It's an interesting view of them all just kind of like slowly meandering over from Westfield to the lower city. Okay, everyone has fire at will turned off. All our melee folks are searching and destroying. You know, I was worried that, like, what if the children have a metal horror? So Sir Bulric and Sir Lada are in there just in case one of them spawns in there. I am not pleased thinking about that. Let's get a druid in here as well for healing just in case. Brenna is doing our inspection. And the work that's going on is like our minions. So everyone should be here. We'll do this for as long as they can bear. Okay. So you are fine. I guess we go down the list. Surgical inspection. Rest until healed. And prioritize operating. This is going to be really tedious, so I will come back when we have metal horrors. Okay, we've done a couple of our melee folks. I'm concerned about not having enough melee folks to, you know, bash the metal horrors with like heavy weapons. So we're skipping ahead. We're doing Michaela right now. Michaela. Is everyone still drafted? Everyone is still drafted. Okay. Metal horror emerging. William implanted through a meal cooked by Tayrin. Michaela implanted during sleep with William. Metal horrors are emerging. So 2 of them. So we have one, Michaela and William. Both of these guys are in the hospital. Findo put a healing circle down, so that is great. Orders, allow things. Brenna, hang out here. Okay, so there's one. Wait, what are the children doing? Children, don't search and destroy. Children, go back here. Oh, no. Children, go back there. Go back there. Get away. Okay, so there's the other metal horror. Actually, like, you guys are free to go. You guys are free to go. No one in or out of the hospital. Okay, everyone is free to go. Oh, that was a lot less stressful than last time. Just two. Just two. People are basically completely full health. Like Findo and I think Romeo was in there and Brenna. Just like healing people automatically is amazing. And something is happening now. So we have 3 people bedridden from metal horror inspections. They are attacking immediately. Okay, they're approaching from multiple angles. So we have a group down here of 19. We have a group over here of 14. There's 42 of them. That's, not a bad raid. Maybe Randy is being kind to us because we just dealt with metal horrors. So let's get into position. Okay, Aletta, you can go up to the keep. You did not have a defensive position. Sassa does not have a defensive position for some reason. Lena. Lorena. Okay, Julie, you are kind of new. Thela. Sure, down there is great. Alana, why don't you hang out at the door? Let's put you right here, and then Siegfried, you can hang out right here, since we have a few people down that would normally be there. Krovich and Rowan, you guys man these back doors if needed, and you guys hang back right there. Are you guys actually going to do the thing, though? We will see. Everyone is in position. These guys are avoiding turrets, so they are making their way around. Let's speed it up just a little bit. Oh, they have a bunch of wargs with them. 9 wargs. It's not too bad. These guys have some ranged weapons. At least you have a ranged weapon. Mary, how far down can you reach? That's pretty hilarious. Okay, and Larabe. Oh, yeah, let's do that. Just like materialize turrets right in front of them. Oh, you can see that Mary is definitely a much more skilled summoner. Okay, our gargoyles are engaging. Mary, can you throw another one down? You can. And are you ready? You are not quite ready. Where is that? Let's upgrade. They are not taking the bridge. That's pretty funny. These turrets are doing some work, especially with those gargoyles, kind of like playing defense for them. Okay. The side from the east is fleeing. The side from the west is just now having to deal with turrets. Oh, that's our creepy wall. He's like ready to go. Oh, someone got into range. There we go. Minions are out here thinking that they're gonna do something, but doesn't really seem like there's much that they can do. Who's our warlock? Thero? Shadowbolt has a crazy range. I did not realize that. Was that Shadowbolt? I think it was. Oh, can you keep them from touching? Stern Cheese died. Ryosh War Clan. Oh, we got you are in labor. Let's gather for your childbirth. And they are fleeing. Okay. Well, Randy, this is definitely one way to start the day. We'll let everyone go. And we'll get some of the stuff cleaned up and get back to working on the Thunderdocks. I realized with Thalo not having the father of her child present, that I split up their family. So Tayren is down here in Wild Run, and I don't like the idea of them being separated. So I'm thinking once Thalo is back up on her feet, we'll give her a direwolf and some supplies, and we'll have her go down and join her husband with their baby. Okay, and we have baby Zamrona. Let's take a look here. So, baby name. Your father's name is Shahana. Let's go ahead and go with that. Your mother's name is Zamrona. I do kind of like that name. We'll just give that to you as your first name. Welcome to the colony. And you're a hybrid, your mother's a wood elf? So I'm not quite sure what your father is then. I know he's a druid. I'm pretty sure he was an elf. So he must have been weak melee damage, metabolism, body scale, low fertility. Yeah, I'm not sure. Maybe your father is a high elf? Can we take a look at your bio here? Health. No, info. Bio. Yeah, okay. High elf. I didn't realize that. It's been such a long time since we recruited him. It's been such a long time with all of these folks. There's 63 of them on the map right now. Okay, that cold snap is making it pretty chilly outside. It is negative 17 degrees. All our crops are gone, basically. Heelroot seems to have survived. Our mulberry trees and our apple trees are up and running. Our food stocks are pretty good. And I can tell that they're pretty good, not just from those, but this is like one of our lower priority food stocks. And we even have food in here. So I think we will be just fine. We'll do a little like hunting this winter. Actually, there's some muffaloes out. But, we're ranching. We haven't set an auto slaughter for the cows yet. We'll just kind of let them continue to increase in population. But this is our regular population of pigs. And, when a bunch of these little piggies grow up, we will have some Hampshire meat. And this is probably excessive population for our sheep. So some of these lambs will get slaughtered sooner rather than later. Okay, we have another joining of some great houses. Ariel and Xander, who we've stuck in the research room together alone, have decided to become lovers. So Ariel pursued Xander by telling a story about favorite haircuts. Xander was attracted and is now Ariel's lover. We will stick them in House Ravenscar. So Xander, you down here, and your lover, the princess. Someone had also mentioned something about maybe like building kind of like a house specifically for Finn, the crown prince, and his family, because his family is pretty much like taken over. And so it's a little awkward. We have Prince Thero and Dorota sharing a children with his like niece and nephew, and I think we're actually gonna fix that by moving Prince Thero out. And House Ravenscar is like the closest allies of House Stormguard. So why don't we kick Cordelia out of here and let's move Prince Thero in and Dorota. I think like it would make more sense for them to like live in the Stoneforge manor. But Sadie and Esmond have the bed here. And actually, like, I don't know. It would make more sense for them to like live in the keep since like Prince Thero is, maybe like third or fourth in line for the throne, maybe fifth. Actually, we have new princelings. So there's like something disastrous would have to happen to Finn and his family, as well as like all of his older siblings for him to inherit the throne. So I think that's temporary accommodations for Prince Thero and Dorota for now. I think it would make the most sense for them to have an estate somewhere. But it would need to be in the upper city. Both of them are like highborn. We don't have space for that right now. So this will do, and likely kind of like, in the future, not in this playthrough, but like in the future of this world, I would imagine Prince Thero and Dorota might go off and establish, another colony somewhere. We are trying to like regrow the Kingdom of Stormhaven. So I wouldn't be surprised of like King Rowan wanting to get another footprint over here and tasking the prince with kind of like being the ward of that new settlement. Okay, we've gotten a lot of projects done. I moved the bigger fountain here to just outside of the King's Gate. We have the smaller fountain down here in the lower city. Over in Starfall Spire, we have built our focus, and we've moved the marble reliquary. And by moved, I mean we had to deconstruct it and reconstruct it, and it took forever. It's so much work. Doing a little bit of hunting. We have finished off the Nautical Nook and Thunder Docks. So we've added, some decor around here, a little ship and a little place for them to get into it. Went with the smaller ships here. I feel like Finn's Fortune is kind of a special ship, so I didn't want to have like a second one around. But we did get a second galleon over here. We have our little fish market, and we have dried fish coming in. So they are going to be gathering that up and storing it over here. We have like a little fishing area over here. We put some fishing nets down and a couple of canoes. Yesterday I had mentioned that like we don't really need a second barracks. And the idea here was to have like a garrison of troops over in Westfield, but that was way before we planned the Thunderdocks and having a clan of barbarians kind of over here with a pack of dire wolves. We've been taming every single one that we can like find on the map. So I think that kind of, for a role play perspective, I think that kind of like helps secure Westfield. And so what Westfield has done is they've taken this abandoned barracks. We're still going to call it the Westfield Barracks, but they've kind of like let it overgrow with ivy. They've let the grass grow really tall, and they've planted some flowers, made like a little community garden area, and we put a fountain over here. All in all, I think we're like done with major construction projects. Well, that being said, we're gonna have to rip up most of the road and place actual road down. I think we can do that while we're fending off attacks from the town charter event. So things are moving. Sorry about that, just bumped into my mic because the cat bumped into me. I think so. I've set this to be a 10-day event. I've never played with it before, so I might have to do a little testing, make sure that it's not broken with, the massive amount of mods that we have installed. But we'll get started on that, and we'll just kind of, we're not going to replace all of the dirt roads. You know, some of these are going to be like desire paths, right? So like this will be a main road going over into Riverview, and we'll kind of like build the roads up around Riverview. But like this dirt path, I think might just be a desire path. So this is just kind of like people have chosen to walk along the riverbank and have a dirt road, just from their foot traffic, right? We'll have like proper road through here, but this road might just be another desire path. These paths along the walls might be the same where we leave them dirt. So I'll just kind of, we'll wing it and we'll see how that goes. But we'll get started on that construction. I'm not sure if I'm going to be able to do an episode tomorrow. I have a really busy day tomorrow. So I'll keep you guys updated in the comments on whether there'll be an episode out for Wednesday, or if we're just picking things up and wrapping them up on Thursday and Friday. But that's going to be it for today. Thanks for hanging out, you guys. As always, until next time, have a good one. Bye.